right, so today we're going to be taking a look at the sheep brain. I want to show you, this is what you will get. It's a brain similar to this with the dura mater on top. You can choose to leave that intact and just make a cut down the longitudinal fissure, or we'll take a look at another brain in which the dura mater was almost completely removed. There will be additional tissue that you're going to want to work with, and your TAs and I will help you determine what to keep and what to get rid of. All right, we're going to take a look at the lobes of the brain first. And so the frontal lobe is obviously in the front of the brain. So you've got the frontal lobe here. Just behind that, you've got the parietal lobe, just towards the top. The occipital lobe down below. And then the temporal lobe is on the side. So you've got frontal, parietal, occipital, and then temporal is down below. All right, so the line down the center of your brain is the longitudinal fissure. And so that's where you're probably going to make your cut to then look at all of the things you need on the interior. The corpus callosum is this right here. And it's oblong in shape. It's a little, but it's very unique, so it's very easy to distinguish from your other structures. The cerebral hemisphere is something that you need to know. It's on your list, and so that's just going to be one hemisphere of the brain. This entire section is a cerebral hemisphere. The pineal body or pineal gland is here. I did not cut directly through it, so it appears on one side of the brain that I used today. So this is the pineal body or pineal gland. The cerebellum is the tree-shaped structure, which is behind that. And so here's the cerebellum. You are welcome to cut through it. It looks pretty neat, but you don't have to cut through it. You can just leave that intact. It's up to you and your lab group. Flipping the brain over, we're going to take a look at a few things. And so we have the pons and the medulla oblongata. The pons is a little bit difficult to determine, but there's a little distinction here. So you've got pons, medulla oblongata, and then spinal cord here. So those are the three structures you need to know. Taking a look up towards the top, we have the olfactory bulbs, and those are on each side. These ones are pretty good. Some of them may be partial or completely removed, so just take a look at some good examples, and here's one for you. The optic nerves are just behind that, and this brain actually has really good optic nerves, so one on each side. And where those two optic nerves meet is the optic chiasma, or optic chiasma, however you want to say that, chiasma. The infundibular stalk is just behind that, and there's a little hole. So this is the infundibular stalk. Oh, and on this, we wanted to show you that it is up under here. Up under the pituitary gland. Sorry. So it's still attached. On this brain, the pituitary gland is still attached, and so the infundibular stalk is up under here. What most of you will see once you remove the pituitary, since that's not going to be on your test or your quiz, is the hole here. That's the infundibular stalk. All right, we're going to go back to the interior of the brain and look at the thalamus, which is this round structure. And then the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is less easy to distinguish, but it's just below the thalamus and behind the optic chiasma. So your thalamus is here, this circular structure, and then the hypothalamus is just below that. And that's all.